In this video, we are going to see how to find out HCF using Euclid's division lemma. What is Euclid's division lemma? Given positive integers a and b, there exist unique integer q and r satisfying a equal to bq plus r, where r is greater than or equal to 0 and less than b. See, this we have studied in our lower standard. That is, when we divide a number, we get remainder and quotient. See, A is the dividend and B is the divisor and Q is the quotient and R is the remainder, right? Okay, so this Euclid's division algorithm we are going to use to find out HCF. Now you see here I have explained using a small example. If you divide 42 by 5, you will get 8 5s are 40. The remainder is 2. So when we divide, we will get 42 is dividend, which is A, and the 5 is the divisor, which is B. This 8 is the quotient, which is Q, and 2 is the remainder. This is nothing but division algorithm we call, that is dividend equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Usually this remainder, what is that they are going to establish here is, this remainder is always greater than 0 or equal to 0 and less than 5. Now you take 43, you will get 3 as a remainder, 44 will get 4 as a remainder, 45 you will get 0 as a remainder, 46 you will get 1 as the remainder, 47 you will get 2 as the remainder. So the remainder will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, that is less than 5 and greater than or equal to 0. Now going to the next slide. First take numbers from 31 to 40 divided by 2. The quotient may differ, but the remainders are 0 or 1. See, I have divided the numbers from 31 to 40 by 2. When you divide 31 by 2, you will get 15 2s are 31 and the remainder is 1. 32 means you will get 16 2s are 32 and the remainder is 0. 33, 16 2s are 32, the remainder is 1. So you see the remainders will be 0 or 1 for each number, whereas the quotient will be changing and the dividend, of course, it will be changing, but the divisor is 2 1, right? Okay, so the remainder will be less than the divisor, that is it should be less than the divisor 2, that is 1, and greater than or equal to 0, so it will be 0 also. So now going to the next one, let us take numbers from 31 to 40 divided by 3. The quotient may differ, but the remainders are 0, 1 and 2. See, when you divide 31 by 3, you will get 3 tens are 30, remainder plus 1, right? 32 by 3, 3 tens are 30 and the remainder is 2. 33 by 3, 3 11s are 33 plus 0. 34 by 3, 3 11s are 33 plus 1. See here the quotient is changing 10, 11, 12, 13 like that. But the divisor 3 is same. But if you take the remainder, it will be changing between the numbers 0, 1, 2, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 0, like that only it is going. So the property is that the remainder is greater than or equal to 0 but less than 3. So this is the property you should understand, because we are going to solve some special problem using this property. Shall we go to the next one? In the same way, if we divide the number by 4, the remainders are 0, 1, 2, 3. When you divide it by 5, the remainders are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you divide by 6, the remainders are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you divide by n, the remainders are 0, 1, 2, 3, etc., etc., n minus 1. So this is the first problem we are going to solve. Use Euclid's division to show that the square of any positive integer is either of the form 3p or 3p plus 1 for some integer p. They have given the hint that x be any positive integer, then it is of the form 3q, 3q plus 1 or 3q plus 2. Now square of these 3q, 3q plus 1 and 3q plus 2 show that they can be written in the form of 3p or 3p plus 1. Now we are going to prove that. This is a hint they have given, right? So you take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, divide 4 by 3. So here when you take 4 by 3, we can write it as uh, 3 into 1 plus 1, that is 3 plus 1, 4. 5 by 3, 3 into 1 plus 2, that is 3 plus 2, 5. 6 by 3, 3 into 2 plus 0, 6 plus 0, that is equal to 6. In the same way, 7 by 3, 3 into 2 plus 1, 6 plus 1, 7. 8 by 3, 3 into 2 plus 2, that is equal to 6 plus 2, that is equal to 8. 9 by 3, 3 into 3 plus 0, that is equal to 9 plus 0, equal to 9. So you see, for 4 by 3, the remainder is 1, 5 remainder is 2, 6 remainder is 0. Again 7 remainder is 1, 8 remainder is 2, 9 remainder is 0. When you divide any integer by the number, the dividend should be of the form 3m or 3m plus 1 or 3m plus 2. That is, see here, 3m, that is 3m plus 0, 3m plus 1 or 3m plus 2. It will apply for a 3m plus 0, 3m plus 2, 3m plus 1, right? In the question they ask us to prove the square of any integer is of the form, so we are going to square 3m, 3m plus 1 and 3m plus 2. Any integer, if it is divided by 3, this can be written only in the form of 3p, 3p plus 1 and 3p plus 2. They are asking us to prove that the square of any integer is of the form 3m or 3m plus 1. So we are going to square that 3p. When we square 3p, we will get 9p square. This 9p square can be written as 3 into 3p square. This 3 we can take as such. Instead of this 3p square, we can take m. M equal to 3p square. So this is of the form 3m. And 3p plus 1 the whole square. When you square it, you have to use a plus b the whole square. Formula a square plus 2ab plus b square. A square is 3p, the whole square is 9p square, plus 2 3s are 6p plus 1. So from this 9p square and 6p, we can take 3 out. When you take 3 out, 3 into 3p square plus 2p plus 1. Instead of this 3p square plus 2p, I am going to apply m. So 3m plus 1, where m equal to 3p square plus 2p, right? Now 3p plus 2 the whole square we are going to square. When you square it, you have to use again a plus b the whole square formula. You will get 9p square plus 12p plus 4. This 4 I am going to write 3 plus 1. So from these three terms, that is 9p square plus 12p plus 3, I am going to take 3 out. When you take 3 out, you will get 3 into 3p square plus 4p plus 1. This plus 1 will be there. So instead of this 3p square plus 4p plus 1, I am going to apply m because m equal to this. So 3m plus 1. So we have proved that square of any integer is of the form 3m or 3m plus 1, right? Now going to the next one. Use Euclid's division lemma to show that the cube of any positive integer is of the form 9m, 9m plus 1 and 9m plus 8. Now they are asking you to prove cube of any integer is of the form. So Already we know that any integer is of the form 3p plus 1 and 3p plus 2. So we are going to cube that. First case 1, 3p the whole cube, we can get 27p cube. This 27p cube can be written as 9 into 3p cube. 9 into, instead of 3p cube, I am going to apply m, so 9m. First one 9m is over, where m equal to 3p cube. And case 2, 3p plus 1 the whole cube. This 3p plus 1 the whole cube, you have to use a plus b the whole cube formula. A plus b the whole cube is a cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. A cube is 3p the whole cube plus 3 into a square, 3p square into 1 plus 3 into a b square, 3p into 1 square plus 1 cube. So 3 this when you 3p the whole cube is 27p cube, 9p square plus 3, 27p square plus 9p plus 1. From this 27p cube plus 27p square plus 9p, you can take 9 out. When you take 9 out, you will get 3p cube plus 3p square plus 1p plus 1. This can be written as 9m plus 1, where m equal to 3p cube plus 3p square plus 1p. Going to the next one, same problem, but we are going to prove for 3p plus 2, right? So 3p plus 2 the whole cube, we are going to apply a plus b the whole cube formula, a cube plus 3a square plus b plus 3ab square plus b cube. When you apply, you will get 27p cube plus 54p square plus 36p plus 8. From that first 3 term, you can take 9 out. When you take 9 out, 9 into 3p cube plus 6p square plus 4p plus 8. 9 into, instead of this, I am going to apply m, 9m plus 8. So where m equal to 3p cube plus 6p square plus 4p. So now we have proved that cube of any integer is of the form 9m, 9m plus 1 and 9m plus 8. Show that the square of any positive integer is of the form 8m plus 1 for some whole number m. As the given problem, we have to prove 8m plus 1. So let us take, when a number is divided by 4, we get the remainder 0, 1, 2 and 3. So any integer should be of the form 4p, 4p plus 1, 4p plus 2, 4p plus 3. Here we have taken the divisor as 4. So the reminders will be 0, 1, 2, 3. So 4p plus 0, 4p plus 1, 4p plus 2, 4p plus 3. Now they are asking you square. So if you take 4p, that is equal to 2 into 2p, that is equal to 2m, that is even number, where m equal to 2p. 4p plus 1, 2 into 2p plus 1, that is 2m plus 1, even plus 1, that is odd number, where m equal to 2p. In the same way, 4p plus 2, we can prove that it is an even number. 4p plus 3, it is an odd number. So the odd numbers in the above group is 4p plus 1 and 4p plus 3. Now, so they are asking you to prove the square of that odd positive integer. So we have to find out square of 4p plus 1 and 4p plus 3. 4p plus 1 the whole square, you have to apply a plus b the whole square formula, a square plus 2ab plus b square. You will get 16p square plus 8p plus 1. Take 8 out, you will get, for these two terms, 2p square plus p plus 1. Instead of this 2p square plus p, I am going to apply m, 8m plus 1, where m equal to 2p square plus p. And 4p plus 3 the whole square, you just square it, you will get 16p square. A square is 4p the whole square, 2ab, 2 4s are 8, 8 3s are 24p, b square is 3 3s are 9. So 16p square plus 24p, this instead of this 9 you can write 8 plus 1. So from these three terms I am going to take 8 out. You will get 2p square plus 3p plus 1 plus 1. This will be 8m plus 1, where m equal to 2p square plus 3p plus 1. So we have proved the square of any positive integer is of the form 8m plus 1. Yes, we have proved. Going to the next one. If n is an odd integer, then show that n square minus 1 is divisible by 8. We know that any integer is of the form 2m or 2m plus 1, right? Because when we divide by 2, you will get either 0 or 1 as the remainder. So the integers is of the form 2m or 2m plus 1. You see, 2m is an even number and 2m plus 1 is an odd number. And we have to prove that n square minus 1 is divisible by 8, where n is an odd integer. Okay, so instead of this n, let us apply 2m plus 1 here, right? So now we have to prove n square minus 1 is divisible by 8 for an odd integer. We know the odd integer can be represented by 2m plus 1. N square minus 1 can be written as n plus 1 into n minus 1. We are applying here the formula a square minus b square is a plus b into a minus b. Instead of n, we have to apply 2m plus 1 here, and here also we are going to apply 2m plus 1. This will be 2m plus 1 plus 1, 2. This 1 and 1 will get cancelled up, 2m. Multiply 2m into 2m, 4m square plus 4m. Take 4m out, you will get m, because 4m into m is m square, plus we have taken 4m out plus 1. This m and m plus 1 is the successive integers. That is, if m is odd, m plus 1 is even. If m is even and m plus 1 is odd. Here these both, from these both, one is odd, one is even. From that one even number, we can take 1, 2 out. When we take 1, 2 out, that 2 will be multiplied by 4, we will get 8. That time this number is divisible by 8. Okay. So let us discuss with this with the example. Let us take m equal to 5, m plus 1 equal to 6. This is 4 into 5 into 6, right? In this 6, you can write 2 into 3. This 2 will be multiplied by 4, you will get 8. 8 into 5 3s are 15. So this number is divisible by 8. So this is sometimes you feel very difficult to understand, but if you understand, it is very uh, easy to solve problems like this. So if you don't understand, you see the video again and again to get better understanding and try to solve the similar problem like this. Thank you all.